Alright, this is 14313 Mason Road in Vermilion. We're going to have a couple different things that we are potentially doing here. This bent grass that we see through the yard, we're going to need to kill this off and replace it. It extends pretty far over here. All this, he doesn't necessarily want to kill the whole yard, but we have to get that eradicated. So this area here, we're going to need a decent amount of topsoil to lift this up and grade it properly, and then we'll seed everything, starter fertilizer, straw. We're going to need to rake all this dead grass out up against the street, all around here, this area, and through here, and it kind of stops like right at the fence. So that's going to be line item number 1. Line item number 2 is going to be redoing this bed. So they want to keep the hostas, which everything's dead right now, so it's hard to tell. This and this are going to be transplanted. Anything they want to keep, I told them to flag it so we don't throw it away. So anything not flagged, we'll wipe this out. We're going to have to bring in some topsoil to build this back up, and then I'll do some sort of landscape design for them. These guys are going to be a third line item. We're going to be removing this. And then fourth line item is going to be some sort of evergreen somewhere in here. Not very clear on that, but they want these irises taken out. They're spreading and they don't want to deal with it anymore. And then they also want some sort of plants in here. I'll do mulch as a optional item. And then another line item is going to be removing these 2 stumps. So we've got one right there. Nope, can't see that. Focus. And one right there. And I'm also going to quote them to do a little bit of pruning on this tree. And then over here. While we have the topsoil, there's a couple little divots like there and up by the end of the driveway that we'll fill in for them. This tree here, they've got some crossing branches that we need to thin out and then just kind of top this. So we're going to need the pole saw for it. And then they mentioned cleaning out their compost pile. So this here is their asparagus. So anything from like these poles over, we're going to clean out and dump. And that's it.